My name is Daedric Riggs. What we are going to do is open up Google Chrome, and then we are going to type in Datasmith Unreal and click the top link and scroll down and click the Get the Plugin. And navigate to where it says SketchUp Pro Exporter and download the 5.3 exporter. And once it's done downloading, click it and run the setup. And go ahead and click next. And accept the terms and conditions and next. And install. This is for SketchUp 2023 version. And once it's all done, go ahead and click finish. Now open up your SketchUp file. Once it's open to your project. Sometimes this can take a moment if your project is large in file size. And if any of these pop-ups open, you can go ahead and click yeah. Then once we are in SketchUp, this tool on the left should pop up called Datasmith, and on the top where it says Extension Manager, Datasmith should be right there at the bottom. And if it's disabled, just enable it. Now, the computers and the new media art on the 3rd floor, they should all have Epic Games installed. Essentially, it's a hub. So once you double click it, you have to create an account. So just use your NAU username and password, create a profile, and then sign into Epic Games. So Epic Games is a hub where you can create levels and download free 3D assets. But for this tutorial, we are gonna create an account, log in, and then once we are at this splash page, navigate to the top where it says library and click 5.3.1 and launch it. And once it launches, it'll initialize the file. So basically it's loading. This program is pretty intensive, so you may have to be patient. So this is when you're gonna want to have your USB thumb drive. I would recommend at least 128 gigabytes or more. And for here, I'm gonna select games on the left, the blank template. Go ahead and name your project. And then on the left side, project location, save it to your thumb drive or your external storage device. And enable starter content. So everything should look like this screen here, and go ahead and click create. And this can take a couple of minutes. So where it says compiling shaders on the bottom left, the level will open once all those shaders reach 0. So essentially it's calculating the light and all of the software settings. And normally the first time you create a project and open it, it always takes the longest. So your level should look like this. Really large landscape. So at the top, we're going to want to go to edit and plugins and go ahead in the search bar, type in Datasmith And just enable this one that says Datasmith content. And when we hop back into SketchUp, right where it says Datasmith in that little toolbar, go ahead and click the arrows. So basically that communicates with the SketchUp file to the Unreal Engine software, and then restart the software. So once the software has been restarted, now when we click the green cross button, we go to Datasmith and we click the direct link import. And now click where it says SketchUp and click OK. Go ahead and click OK again. And just double check all of those checkboxes are selected and click import. Now we have the SketchUp file inside the engine software. So this is a good time to check, make sure everything was imported properly. And here I'm gonna adjust the lighting and the camera speed. So on the top right, you can change that number from 1 to a smaller number. In this case I have 0.33, and the lower number means the camera speed will be slower. And on the keyboard, if you hold down Control and the L button at the same time, and you move your mouse, you can change the location of the sun. So in this case, I'm making the background a bit darker. This is because I'm gonna add in some point lights. So go ahead and click that, add, and then the lights, and go ahead and select point light. And here it is. It's very bright. So in the details panel on the right, we are going to click where it says intensity and change where it says 8 to 1. And notice how the lighting gets dimmer. For this tutorial, I'm just going to choose 0.5. And right under that, we have the light color, so we can change what kind of color we want. So I'm going to choose a nice kind of a warm light. Bring it up using that blue arrow, getting it to the height where I want. Right there, seems about right. And if you hover your mouse over any of those arrows and hold down the Alt button, you can duplicate the light. And if you hover your mouse over the red and green arrow, where both those arrows are highlighted, like they're both gold in color and bright, you can also hold down Alt and drag, click and drag, and you can duplicate the light. And the light will stay at the exact height. So here I'm just holding down Alt, clicking and dragging between the green and red arrow, and lighting up the scene. And if in your SketchUp file, if you have any lighting fixtures, you can go ahead and bring those in and place these point lights right near the lighting fixtures. And you can use the green, red, and blue arrows to move it in those 3 directions. And here I'm doing a simple fly through, making sure the lighting looks good, evenly spaced. And yeah, so once you feel happy with the way everything looks, go ahead and take a break. And up here we have these tools on the top, and for this tutorial they're not gonna be too relevant, but they're there if you're interested. And finally, if you want to take a screenshot, go ahead and type in high res shot space 2560 by 1440 and go ahead and click enter. And in the bottom right, there should pop up this little file, and when you click it, it creates a screenshot. So when you're working on your next project, you can go ahead and light up your scene, add in the lights, and take a screenshot. And yeah, well, this is it for now. The next time I will talk about how to create a 360-degree camera and how to render it out. But for now, this is a very good starting point. Thank you and have a good day.